Welcome, stranger. Look at our shop. My father is the best smith in town. You'll find no sharper blades. Thank you.
Yes, all your stuff is here. Don't die in that cold.
Carved stones and mystic lines. Wodan's magic. We must atone for our offenses. A spear? Oh no. So she was at that place, but not anymore? They must have taken her to their realm then, traveling back the way they once came. To Asgard. How dare they? Oh, Ylva. No human, not even you, can follow them to Asgard from the shrine. But even if you could, it is a dangerous proposal. You are talking about assaulting the home of the gods. This would be beyond reach for anyone else. But if you really want to try and rescue a hero, I do know of another way. There are some tales that long ago, an ancient race that lived in what we know as the Dark Lands forged a connection to other worlds deep inside a mountain. A connection that mortals can pass through. Nobody has seen a Dvergr for a long time. Some say they have all left for these other places. But they left remnants of their culture. So if anyone can find that portal, it would be you. Nibald can take you there. He knows the route. If he objects, tell him he's a lazy bum, and that I order him to do so. The first charm I made from Nerthus mistletoe. A god's magic against the gods. May your weapons burn them with her power. There is a small settlement named Cowpinger we sometimes trade with. Their leader should know more about the Dvergr and their mountain.
We also buy. Slay some trolls for me, will you?
What do you have there? A piece of armor? From... Wait. Really? Oh. And do you see? The emblem matches my family's brooch, just like I said. Brave warrior, you shouldn't have. Why are you risking so much for one like me at a time like this? I'd say the gods shall protect you if things were different. But with heroes like you around, there may still be hope for us. Let me thank you. A few brave souls have spent a night among the barrows, hoping that their ancestors will guide them in their dreams. But they may get more than they bargained for, especially at the beginning of winter, when the world of the dead touches our own.
Yes. Hard to find the road in that cursed fog.
Kill him! Valhall! Yeah, kill him! Now, men! Yes.
I have heard songs composed for you, the Slayer of 1,000.
I would guess Ilva is being held in the dungeons of Valhall, their central fortress. If you can infiltrate it, she may know the best way out. All I have thought about so far is the defense of my kingdom. But if they force us to go on the offensive, so be it. There is a small settlement named Cowpinger we sometimes trade with. Their leader should know more about the Diverger and their mountain. The boat to the Darklands docks the northern part of the beach. Go, hero. We will meet again. The boat to the Darklands.
Have you got my fur cone? What? What do you mean he ordered? Really? How do I know? Ah! By hell, that's just rude. Fine, fine, get on board.
Aye, welcome. It isn't often that our fine town is graced with a foreign warrior's presence. What can we do for you? The route to the mountain? How do you even know about that? I don't know of any connection, but there is a gate that leads inside. One of my ancestors was Dverger, you know? Sealed that door tight and fast, he did. and it's been closed ever since. Funny you should ask about this now. I'd have told you that you can't get in even if you reach the gate, because they threw the keystone away. But Eystein tells me the fishmen pulled an item that was glowing out of the fjord last year and have been crazy about it ever since. That could be something. Or not. In any case, I don't think you could get inside without finding the key first. I have other things on my mind too, you know. Ulfgrim and Tryggbold have been bugging me about that house all day, but none of them has really convinced me. Well, I can't give you any guarantees that what the Irsians have is the key. But it's worth a try, don't you think? In the worst case, you can give those watery vermin a good beating. And if it is something magical, it is probably better if they don't have it.
Peace be with you, stranger. I'm Baldis de Spokana. Though no mage, I am blessed with the gift of seeing. You could say I'm the spiritual guide of this village community, such as it is. Most people here know very little about the Verger ruins, except that one shouldn't venture into them. I'm trying to gather knowledge about what happened, and why they chose to lock themselves in behind that gate. I've seen glimpses of suffering, strife, and betrayal. But even so, I can't tell you much, except that Old Hild's description of the gate seems accurate, and that the restless Verger souls are indeed guarding it. I can't risk visiting them, let alone going inside, but you may be able to. If you find anything on your way that could teach us more about their history, I would be grateful to hear it. I admit your presence confuses me, stranger. I feel you are dying, and yet succeeding. Walking through hell, and yet living. Bringing doom, and yet salvation. Your path is shrouded in mystery and greatness. You bring change.
By Nord, how I hate these cursed fishmen. They seem to be everywhere, and you cannot fish in peace with them swimming around. Nor can you eat them when one ends up in your net, because they taste even worse than they smell.
Oh, shut up!
No, you shut up!
My younger brother refuses to accept the simple fact that I am his elder, and therefore I inherit the smithy. Whether I sell only metal armor there, or colorful garments too, is none of his business. It is quite literally my business.
My arrogant brother refuses to honor the fact that I am the better weaponsmith, like our dear father was, and that he would have wanted his life's work to be continued, and his knowledge preserved, not have his smithy turned into a clothes shop.
Of course I will compensate Ulfgrim for his share. But first I need to decorate and acquire materials to get the shop up and running. This town needs a proper vendor, and it's not like he needs the gold right now.
He doesn't even have the gold to pay me for my share right now. I would have enough, because I worked for it. Like I always had to work for things. He just got with no effort.
He never had much respect for rules. But that doesn't change the fact that the smithy is rightfully mine.
Tryggbold only ever wants to do things his way, because he is the elder. But when it comes to father's legacy, I say enough is enough.
And it's not like father didn't teach me anything. I can still use his knowledge to make armor. I just prefer not to make tools for killing.
Being a smith isn't a mere craft. It's holy. Our secrets are guarded over generations, because good iron means you can defend yourself.
Could you maybe help settle this? You know I'm right.
Could you help me out here? You know I'm right.
Could you maybe help settle this? You know I'm right.
I don't know why they locked the gate. It was so long ago. Only a few stayed outside. And I like to think they were heroes when they did that. Give them a good one. Give them a good one.
Of course I will compensate Ulfgrim for his
He doesn't even...
He never had much
trick board on...
And it's not like...
being a smith.
Could you maybe help settle...
Could you help me out? Could you help me out?
Could you maybe help settle this?
A scythe? Why, thank you, stranger. Having lots of grain to reap is a problem I wish I had, but I appreciate the gesture. If you think life is easy here, I can tell you it's not. We have fish, true, but that's about the only thing Freya has given us in abundance. I am farming this cold soil, but the yield is very low. Much of our other food comes from trading furs. I've heard tales that the Aesir attack Scandia, but up here at least we have seen no such thing. Maybe we are too unimportant. But why would they do this?
Aye. Aye, welcome. It isn't often that our fine town is graced with a foreign warrior. I don't know why they lock them. I have other things on my mind. Well, I can't give you any guarantee. Give them a good